Right, with us we have Brave Warriors coach Ricardo Mannetti. Ricardo, you're preparing for the Chan match against Mozambique on Sunday now. Just had a training session. How did it go now?
Well, perfect in terms of the tactics that we want to use in Maputo. Normally, the tactics will be different to the one we will use when we back here in Windhoek, because it's a two-legged affair, and we have to treat it with the respect and with the intelligence that the result in Maputo will affect the result here back home, and vice versa. So we have a tactic in place for both games, and it's going according to plan. The only problem that we're having at the moment is that we just received news that we will also, for the COSAFA, we lost Mwidihanga, we lost Shitembi. We've just got the news that we've lost Sydney Urikop and Phineas Jacobs. Their pre-contracts have just kicked in, and they're now officially signed with Amazulu. And since this is not a FIFA date, whatever, it's a little bit difficult to get them released. But we're negotiating with the club. But if the negotiations fail, then we'll have to look in the current squad that we have. It's difficult to look outside because the league has already stopped for the past 2 months. So to bring in any player from a rest of 2 months into a game like this will be very difficult. So we'll just look inside our current squad to replace those 2 players.
Right, now you played against Mozambique in the COSAFA Cup, losing 1-0 against them. What did you learn from that match, and how do you think it will go now?
Well, it was sort of a special match. We have to treat every game is special in its own right, and it was a very difficult game for us. We played 3 matches already in 7 days. And while Mozambique was a seeded team, so it was very easy for them. They were fresh. They only played 1 game to our 3, and on top of that, we had to play the entire second half with 10 men. So in itself, we've learned that if we take our chances and we have the right tactic and we keep our heads and be clinical in the 2 boxes, I think we can get away with a good result.
Right, and Ricardo, maybe overall, looking at your overall performance at COSAFA, also losing there to South Africa, what were you happy with that, and the way forward also?
I wasn't really happy with the South Africa result, but credit to South Africa. They played their first game. They were very, very aggressive in their approach, and it was a very, very tough game for us. It's not the normal South Africa where you think they stay normally on the ball and slow the game down. They played almost a similar game to ours, which is a lot of speed and a lot of aggression. And that was, very, very, very difficult game for us. But having said that, I think, we can learn a lot from that specific game. That, soccer is a physical game. And we have to play with the mind, we have to play with our bodies, and tactics and techniques. So that specific game taught us how to play physical.